Hello there. Hello there, everybody. Let's turn that down a bit. Up to 18. There we go. I'll try that again. Hello there, everybody. Folks of the Fains of Fernsida, of the Hawika, folk, the Fingersarth and the Klingersarth. Welcome, and all to my YouTube viewers, my very few, and to anyone who watches this on my personal accounts. It's just literally a few minutes crossed over into what we modernly know as October, into midnight. But this video is not about October and the time of Haligmōnaþ and Winterfylleth, although we are now in the month of Winterfylleth by moon month. But this video, I promised to do it, so I've not yet done, is the video on the time of Haligmōnaþ, known as in the Old English tongue, Haligmōnaþ. Also known as the time of the blot of Nerþusblót. As I said, as I'm now not recording the blots, I will explain the purpose of them in a personal video. And I'm here to do that for Nerþusblót. So without any further ado, I shall begin. My name is Eorman Rich Nicholson. It is my heathen name, and I am the elder blottier of the Fains of Fernsida. Welcome, everyone. The time of Nerþusblót. Well, let's start with the time of the moon name, which is Haligmōnaþ. Haligmōnaþ is the Old English name, as I said a minute ago, for holy month. For our forebears, the Anglican and the Siaskist did not know September as September, but as Haligmōnaþ, meaning holy month, and also in heathen tongue, for it was a very blessed time. It is now the continuation of the time of crop, where we honour Mother Nature herself. To us is Mother Nerthus. Some might say it's Eorth, otherwise known as Jord in Old English and Germanic. We call her, I think it's Eorth. Is it Eorth? Huldunna. I think it's Huldunna. Actually, it's something she's mentioned in the script, which I believe now is only three moons away. How crazy is that? But anyway, well, from this point, but back to Nerþusblót. Mother Nerthus, mother of the one eye, and mother earth, mother of nature, mother nature. She is the mother of Ingui Frey and the mother of Freyo. She was said to have them, and the father of Ingui Frey and Freyo is in what in modern Norse you would call him Njord. We believe him to be called Hedingus. Some may actually get confused with Njord and Nerthus to be the same, but I think they're separate, and I think Njord is Hedingus. Let's turn that ad off. I'm going to put some music on now with, hopefully, I'm going to try and get as least interruptions as possible. So, one hour. I like that as like my opening theme. An hour of Anglo Saxon music. So that'll do, about half hour. credit to Grendelkin. Hope you don't mind me using this for the background. I'll keep it low. I know there's a certain volume requirement, if not, but anyway, Grendelkin doesn't mind me using that for background. As I was saying, yes, Mother Nerthus, Mother of Yngwie Frey and Fried Freyr, and she is Mother Nature, Mother Earth. She said in the modern month of September, Haligmōnaþ, to ride through Midgard, Middle Earth, and she goes through our Germanic lands, her chariot being pulled by cattle, aka cows, with a headcloth that covers her face. Only her blot hairs, and the people that travel with her may share her company privately and reveal her face from under the cloth, from under her headcloth. And they're said to wash with her company hair, and she privately bathes in the stream with them, and no one else is to interrupt. She is that honoured, her presence is that honoured, and she is the mother of peace as well. Hence where Yngwie Frey gets the god of peace from. It's all very genetic in the one eye with the gods. But Yngwie Frey, I will say, is my upholding deity. I have his rune carved on this very rare boar's tooth that I got off Etsy. It's a one-off item. I can never be able to find it anywhere else. But anyway, Mother Nerthus expects all Germanic folk, all people that honour her, to put any iron, whether it be helmets, blades, spears, axes, swords, sea axes, helmets, anything it can do physical damage in the age of our forebears, was to be put in a storage container, in a chest, or wrapped away in cloth, depending on your wealth and what you can put it away in, and what you have present. Because if you're in the middle of a grave in the woods, it might be it's a long way to carry a big box. So obviously we use the cloth to wrap our iron. Unfortunately, because of without getting political, modern circumstances today, I had to use just the helmet this year. One of our brothers, had iron of his understanding, and we wrapped away traditionally, as we do for Lady Nerthus in our blots. Our forebears, some might actually believe not to draw blood. It might be like a time of the blessing. I don't know if anyone's seen the episode Robin of Sherwood and the time of the blessing. I've always said that's very based on Haligmōnaþ, and how they're not allowed to draw blood. It may have been sacrifices may have been allowed. We offered a paper, a crafter, Laird brother Steph created a fantastic paper mache cow that was offered to the flame, sacrificed to the flame, to honour Mother Nerthus. This was our sidhu. These were our two sidhus for the blot. And the script was read explaining about Mother Nerthus and what she's about. All Germanic lands honoured her. There's a story that's not mentioned in our scripts that I want to link to. The Rolling Stones, the band Winterfilleth, in their more naturable, calm album Mother Earth, I think it's called Mother Earth, talk of the Seven Knights and the King's Stone at the Rolling Stones in Oxford, very blessed circle. My personal belief is because the trees and the goddess that froze the warriors and the king that was to not be was said to be related to Mother Earth. So my belief is she was Mother Nerthus. Nerthus. And these warriors and this king did something to upset her. They must have dishonoured her in her presence, and I'm guessing that it would have happened around September, Haligmōnaþ. And they did something to upset her at a most holy time, and it is said that if you disrespect Nerthus at a time, there can be consequences, and my idea of the Roll Stones is that's a prime example of one of the many things you can do if you upset her and disrespect Mother Nature, Goddess, in such a way. They must have done something pretty bad to end up spending eternity as stone. It's never said whether the stones were Britons or Anglican or Siaskisk, but they certainly upset Mother Nature in some way. They're still there as honoured stones today, and it's a very honourable sight to pagans and heathens like myself, so that's a very interesting story. Yeah, Mother Nerthus is, she brings the coming forth of the Wannai, and the Wannai are a very peaceful folk of the gods of the Essien Wannai Laod. Remember, Frigg and Woden married to bind the Essien Wannai. There was many truces, many gifts exchanged, and many stories of our gods that bind the two sides of the gods into one layout. It's the Essien Wannai, not in modern tongue, the Asia and Fania. There's so many stories that brought them together because they were originally at war. There's a story of Frigg also sleeping with all the dweorgs, the dwarfs, the dweorgs, and Woden found out, all for the price of requiring this necklace. Woden found out and took it off her as a consequence for betrayal of, well, obviously she would have been married to Woden, so he's not going to be pleased, is he? Some see it as the story of Freya that slept with the woman, see Freya and Frigg separate. It made more sense if she's married to Woden as Frigg, why he's going to be so disappointed and angry with what she did. It's going to be an act of betrayal, but also, I know many heathens had many husbands and wives. I know a one-partner relation, like marriage, wasn't a serious thing back then like it was today. But again, that probably come along with the new faith. Well, I won't go into the later faith, should I say. I think we all know what that is. If you know, you know. But yeah, Mother Nerthus is Mother Nature, alongside Dunna, who's also said to be Yord. But yeah, I'll get a bit of the where's my phone? There it is. I'll get a bit of the script up now. Not going to read it all, but I'll pick out the interesting parts, what you guys might actually like to know. I'm going to keep an eye out for ads on this as well, so we can make sure we're skipping them. Ads on the music, obviously. Now this phone's updated. Oh, John Barleycorn. This is updated to the point where I can't flick for the scripts very easy. don't like this update on this phone at all. Bear with me. Oh, come up there. Oh, this is stupid. This right, there we go. This update on this phone. iOS 18. Sorry to go off subject. Is an absolutely terrible update, by the way. Don't recommend it if you're an iOS user. I'm going to go with 2021 because we don't want the bit. There's certain bits we don't need off the 2022 script. So I'm just going to look through this, and I'll tell you important parts of this of the blessed time that has passed. Okay, bear with. Nerthus is our Mother Earth. She is of the One Eye, and their mother, the Inglefolk of Germania, brought with them her worship to Britain. The island which Tacitus wrote of is likely Zealand, where Nerthus was greatly worshipped, and which served as a meeting ground for sundry Germanic lords. This is what I mean with the ads. Oh, I can't stand this. There we go. Sorry about that. I will make sure they shenanigans as little as possible. The meeting ground for sundry Germanic lords, including our Ingwe forebears. Nerthus is inextricably linked to our earth, our lands, whatsoever the Germanic folk walk. I'm now going to read a bidue to Nerthus. I'll be thy Nerthus, our earth mother. All folk are your bairns, all dear are your kind. From the womb of the earth we rise to it tall. We one day will go back. The wilds will overcome the high rising stone. In your one eye we trust and hold to in frith. Nerthus, 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 care for us always. Our earth mother, how be thy Nerthus? And we are, I believe, I think, Haligmōnaþ is the opposite side to Haligmōnaþ, which is February, the cake month, the time of the acre, the time of the acres of the acre bottom land. So again, Mother Nature very connected to land as well. So there was a third city where we connected with the earth with our palms, our fists, and we felt the ground, and we spoke to Lady Nerthus. That's personal though, so we won't go into what I said here as well. Because it's a form of prayer, and it's personal to one. As we heard tell in Haligmōnaþ, we shall now hear the Ichabod read. Likewise, we shall. Oh yeah, so I'll read the Ichabod read. Bestow then to Nerthus the orphan. Oh wait, no, I don't want the old English version because I'm not very good with the tongue. So, Ingwe Frey, Scather and Bearer, and the landowner, and all those who are his folk. When all that is done, then take an unknown seed from the needy, and give them twice as much as we take from them. Gather then all his plough, gear together, bore them into the beam. Burning fennel, hallowed soap, and hallowed salt. Take then the seed, and set it into the plough's body. Say then, Irake, 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 Mother of Earth, may the Alwalda and everlasting Droiten afford acres growing, sprouting, swelling and strengthening, with shining shafts and bright crops. And the broad barley crops, the white wheat crops, and the crops of earth afford to him everlasting Droiten and these holy ones in heaven, that his tilling be shielded against any foe, and it be sheathed against any evil of the witchcraft and bane seen throughout this land. Now I ask the Walden, who shaped this world, that no woman may be so word strong, nor man so crafty, that they should turn aside my words thus spoken. For when the plough is driven out, and turns the first furrow, then say, Half Alwasfu, fold, mother of men, be thou growing in Alwalda's hold, filled with food for the good of men. An acre full of food for our folk, bright blooming, may you become blessed in the name of the high gods of this earth, o'er which we live, the gods who made these lands, afford growth to us as a gift, so that each grain may come to us for our good. Alas, with Nerþusblót will undertake the last of the summer blottis. The days draw in and the nights draw out. The harvest will soon be reaped, and summer will continue to wane her strength as the Anglo-Saxon winter dawns. Mother Nerthus gives us our crop, along with the warmth of Lady Summer. Along with Beowulf and Skyfer, as mentioned, who also got deities. I actually see Beowulf to be the same entity as Beowulf, explaining why he was so strong they were said to mortally live among our people. Skyfer and Beowulf. So it is on the cards in my view. Here's my hair. Yeah, that's Mother Nerthus. She's a peaceful goddess. She's a nature goddess. She is Mother Nature. Offerings can be given. It's important to connect with her as much as possible. And she is a goddess of peace, like much of the One Eye. She is mother of the One Eye. She is that Mother Earth, as I've said many a times now. And when her presence is through September, the modern month of September, by the Roman tongue, in Haligmōnaþ, we honour peace, we honour respect for her. And we are thankful for the nature and the harvest and the crop that she gives. As her folk, the One Eye, enter for winter. Starting with Wuldor Winterfillith and Ingwi Frey at the same time, with the time known as the Elfblot, who comes with the owls of Elfham, for they cross into this world. For the modern month of October, known by the Roman tongue, known to us as Winterfillith, and the time of the Elfblot, the time of Ingwi Frey and the owls, the time of Wuldor, the time debated by some of our modern folk, Anglican and Siaskisk, debated yes and nay by others over the pond. Depending on your view, I will not criticise. But some even believe that the wild hunt starts at Winterfillith, others believe it to be Yale. I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong. I personally in my hearted opinion, I would like to think at the time of Winterfyllif is the start of the opening of the Bifrost, and to me it makes more sense that they'd start coming across now. Well, this moon really that we've just entered. I know it's a very important time for the Britons and all the folk who go under the umbrella Celtic, the Hibernians, Scotty and all them, and the Gauls, the Helvetii, the Hibernians, the Iberians, the Celtburnians, the Basques, all these Celtic folk, the Bretons in Brittany, they all have the festival of Samhain, however they pronounce it. And I think it's a very spiritual time in Germanic as well. It's the time of the owls. It's the time the Bifrost connects, and to me, maybe some others may disagree. Others do believe the wild hunt starts to take place and goes on until Haligmōnaþ, February. Some even believe it goes on until Eostre. Again, that is how you view your path. I really am in battle with these ridiculous ads. I'm just going to mute this and I'm going to very firmly deal with this. Oh, there we go. There we go. But yeah, do excuse the YouTube adverts. The Uttengard energy in them is delulu. But anyway, it's deluded. It's this YouTuber I like who uses it. It's quite funny. But anyway, back on subject. Now the time Winterfyllif and Haligmōnaþ is now upon us very quickly. For finds the fern cedar now, I didn't even discuss this with the Nerþusblót here, as we are a layout, and even he had the same idea. We're going to both combine some of the Winterfyllif and Haligmōnaþ scripts and have a combined Winterfyllif and Haligmōnaþ script. Now he messaged me tonight, Taliesin, and said he wanted to do that, and my instant reply was 2 minds alike. We had the same idea at Haligmōnaþ as well. I'm going to get on. I've got a new printer, and I'm hoping to get a few printed out, stapled together, and make it work. So I'm going to have a look through that and figure it out, leading up to the 19th, which will be our next block. And both Ingwe and Waldor will be honoured. And the owls, of course. Yeah, this is a very important. We're coming into winter now. Well, we pretty much are in winter by our well now. It's the 1st of October, and yeah, exciting. No. Winter in Anglo-Saxon was a very sad time. It mentions that in the Yale scripts. They don't have the resources we have now in the technology. It was cold, it was much harder to survive, much harder for crop and food. Gifts, the ideas of gifts at Yale were probably stuff like apparel and stuff to keep them warm and to defend themselves. The idea of gifts, I think, is some descent from Lady Frigg, goddess of hearth and motherhood. But winter is said to be a very scary and sad time for our forebears. It's harder to get through. Although modernly they're very exciting times to be celebrated and remembered, and times we enjoy to celebrate how our forebears did so well and achieved incredible things and had more, probably more signs from the gods. Well, we get signs from the gods all the time of the wheel, but as you know, Winterfyllif through to Yale, through to Eostre, through winter, it can be a very magical time, just like the summer can. And they can be quite exciting modernly, but we got to remember for our forebears it was a tough and sad time as well. So yeah, that's the upcoming Haligmōnaþ on Winterfylleth. We honour their coming over the Bifrost. We honour the start of winter. When Ingwi Frey lost his baby tooth, he was then able to rule Alfheim, planet of the Owls, become their leader, and they were his laird, and took in as part of the One Eye. Probably the army of the One Eye, the folk, the people, more the extended people of the One Eye. But the Owls were a separate race in the realm of Alfheim. There's also dark owls that are like on our realm. There is Uttengard energy, same with Dweilgam, the Dweil planet. And you can get in and guard a Jotun, I'm sure. There is Jotuns that are married and brought into the Esser One Eye. Remember, there's a Jotun blood in our gods. So, there's a Jotun DNA in our gods. Who had connections from the Jotun. So, there's the inner guard, the goods, the kin of our folk, the good energy, to put it in a nice, easy way. And the Uttengard, everything it despises what we live for, what we breathe for. Our faith, our ways, our culture, our gods, or despise the gods or wish to erase them. We are their bane, which means we keep these ways going. We live and breathe them. We fight for them. As the gods would expect us to. Of course, in our faith, fitness, and getting out into nature and looking after your kin and working and etc. All very important things to the Germanic. That's what they did. They would have had to get fit in our forebears' age. They would have worked the farms. We still have to work today to live. I'll go to the gym. I went yesterday because it's now Tuesday. It's the first day of Winterfylleth and at the time of the Owls. But went to the gym, and it's our forebears would have found it important to keep fit, keep hobbies as well when they can. Also went to football practice today, training. In the mighty winds, I still went and battled on with it. I had the appropriate apparel to help me get through it. Because I enjoy being with my friends doing that as well. So I went to the gym before that, and I hope to go again at sunrise on this day we're on now. I am very proud of our ways. I'm proud of my kin, I'm proud of my allies, and I'm proud when we get into our hearth, into nature, and honour our ways and our gods and our forebears. I'm proud of this path I'm on. I want it to be. So I'm not the most healthiest guy, and I know they say it's better to be healthy in Germanic faith, but I'm trying my best, and I know in my mind I know it's all right. It's all right what we're doing and how it's meant to be. So I hope you all had a lovely Haligmōnaþ and embrace the time of Lady Nerþus, or whatever it is of your path, because I know there's other polytheist paths, and I know there's people that are on mainstream faith paths, if you know what I mean. So whatever it is to you, I hope you had a good one. As we go into winter, I wish you all a happy Haligmōnaþ, and Winterfilith Elfblot. So I'm combining it this year, and it will be nice, I hope. So thank you everybody for anyone that watches this, and wassail hell, drink hell, Siga Anglican, Siga Siaskisk, Siga Fensida, Siga Fainza Fensida, wassail hell, drink hell, and have a lovely evening or whatever time of day it is where you are. Bye for now.